Hey, I'm Marcus.
And I'm Nick.
We are Working Class Nerds.
Cue the intro.
That's right. We are Working Class Nerds, and this is episode 246
of the podcast that gives you no information about your favorite information.
Don't forget, if you're looking for more Nerds community content, join the Discord server. The link is in the show notes below.
And this week's episode, we are introducing a brand new intro that you just heard, and not one, but two new hosts. And don't worry, Marcus will still be interrupting everyone all the time, and I'll be over explaining everything and giving Mount Rushmores when favorites are asked for. And
Wait.
Oh my God, it starts already.
Wait, did you announce who the new hosts are yet?
No.
Oh, wait, I was just trying to interrupt you. Okay, keep going.
Our new hosts are your community manager and community overseer. You know and love them both. It's Rayu and Joey Feta, everybody. Yeah, we have a new intro, a new host, but not a new soundboard. So, but first, we'll be going through later this episode. We'll be going through, of course, talking about the hosts a little bit more, what they'll be bringing to the Nerds community in terms of content creation, things that they'll be focusing on, and all that fun stuff so that you know who the heck you're listening to if you didn't already. But first, Marcus, what did you do this week? Did you do anything? Did you play any games? Did you suck less?
No, so I'm going to be quick because we're trying to, I want to hear from these guys, but hi, guys.
Yes.
Are you guys here?
Yeah.
Oh, we're here.
So everybody, just so you know, Feta right now is wearing a really big wuss belt because he just flew from Hawaii and he did not take his wife. So his wife is so mad at him. She's beat him for the last 3 days. So he's really down.
Oh,
but Rayu is watching the Hurricanes game right now and he's going to start screaming and yelling. But yeah. Anyway, so this week, I've been actually playing a lot of Elden Ring, and so there's this thing called the Putrid Erdtree Avatar.
Okay.
And I have this Erdtree Avatar slams the ground, and when he does, he spreads this like rot. It's basically like a serious poison damage, and it just adds to the shittiness of this fight. And I have fought this boss 53 times, everybody. I counted. I've kind of made a mark every time I've died from this boss. It's been 53 times. But you know what? After 53 times of beating him, the Erdtree Avatar is still alive. So I have played probably a total of 3 or 4 hours this week of that game, and I cannot beat this boss, but I am not quitting because quitting is what I should not do. Anyways, I've been working overnights this week. The past 2 nights I've worked overnight plus my regular day. It's been great. I have been purchasing some Star Wars Unlimited cards like crazy. Basically every day for the last 2 weeks there's been a package, and I finally got the question of what the fuck are you buying? And I'm like, Star Wars Unlimited cards. And so my wife was like, you're blowing money. And I was like, open that one. So, and I didn't know which one it was. And I opened it, and the total purchase price was, drum roll, please, $4.12. She goes, oh. I'm like, yeah, see? But the next package I opened was $35, and she didn't see that one, so I got really, really lucky. You know what I mean? So
wait, what'd you pay $35 for? 30-ish in shipping.
I got a couple of rare cards, and you know what it was? There was 20 cards, but they were all $2 each.
Oh, okay.
So it just added up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get
I'm trying to get multiples of certain cards to build a deck. There's one of them where I want 3 of them in a deck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm excited to be able to build my first deck and then get my fucking ass kicked by Feta and Nick because I don't actually know how to build a deck. So, but
yes. I'm pumped for the second set to come out too.
Yeah. So
There's some cool shit.
Anyways, so the last thing is, I want to talk about it here because we're really going to be talking with the new hosts. I want to talk a little bit about Wayfinder. So I don't know if it was today or yesterday. Wayfinder came out with a big announcement. As you guys remember, the last time we had Sir Snarf, their community manager, come on. Wayfinder is a MMO style game. Would you say? It's basically like Warframe. So it is like an MMO. But anyway, they came out with a big update and newsletter, I guess we could call it, because they lost their publisher. They are making the game a solo and co-op game out of it. And a lot of people are excited and like
not an MMO.
Yes. So they're
or not live service, I should say.
It's no.
Huh, interesting.
Seems like they just can't afford to pay for servers to keep it open.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
if you haven't already, in the Discord, thanks to Atrax for linking it. There was an impromptu interview with one of the senior, I believe, producers or developers, and Asmongold, and he answered a lot of good questions. He answered it very well to where he could explain what he knew given the situation, and Asmongold did a really good job of asking these questions that a lot of people wanted answers to. Pretty much what it boils down to is this is a small developing studio. They only have 2 other games under their belt. Digital Extremes, as a massive publisher and as a massive developer themselves with Warframe and now Soulframe under their belts, them deciding to dissolve that arm of the company really ripped the rug out from under these guys.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I mean, servers costs money. And that's the biggest hang up that a lot of people had, is the fact that the servers were bad. It was connection issues. It was laggy. Servers cost money. These guys can't afford to upkeep a full server for the amount of people that are wanting to play this game as a live service title. So really it put them in between a rock and a hard place, and that's either the game dies and unfortunately, they see their dream, fall apart in front of them, or they pivot, make it a solo co-op, I want to say traditional RPG with progression. So like if you join Marcus's instance or my instance, everything you do in that instance will carry over to your solo play. So I like it. I like the fact that they're still willing to push and fight for this game because it was a fun game. I know Marcus had fun with it. I had fun with it. I believe some of the other community members have had fun with it. So I'm just glad that they're not giving up on it.
Yeah.
The thing that is kind of weird to me is that there's not really like, when I think of a solo game, right? I think of The Witcher, Mass Effect. I think that they're the worst games ever. Fallout, but like,
oh, come on.
Well, they're terrible.
Okay.
But the point I'm trying to make, huh?
I said you're just uncultured.
Yes, I'm an uncultured swine.
Comment. That's all.
But the point for me, Rayu, is that it's hard for me to swallow that because what I liked about it was the online feature. And no longer is your game going to be saved via the cloud. It's going to be saved locally on your hard drive. When they make this transfer, all of the progress that you've done all of this time is gone. And you're basically starting over. And, for me, the game isn't really a solo game. The whole point is to see people in the world. It was built for that.
Yeah.
So for me, like they say, there's no more queuing. You're going to be able to just walk into an instance. Well, yeah, because you're taking that whole element out. I do appreciate that they're trying to keep the game alive, but it's hard for me to imagine that there's not a developer out there or a publisher that's willing to take the game on.
And there might be. We don't know. Like I said, all of this happened really last minute because the moment that Airship became the sole publisher of the game, they pulled the game off of the stores. Like it wasn't on Steam, it wasn't on PlayStation Store. They did not want people buying the game in the state that it was because they had to figure out what they were doing, and 2, it wasn't fair to the community for them to still be able to buy this game in that state.
Right.
So I believe there is a publisher out there that will be willing to take this on. But right now it is what it is. And your comparisons with the game, I see your point of it. I'm looking at it more of a Remnant from the Ashes or Remnant 2 situation where the games are, if you haven't played those, again, those are essentially the same genre where it is solo co-op. You progress through the world tiers. There are increasing difficulties. And everything becomes loot drops. That was one of the things that was mentioned in the interview. Everything that was currently in the game, so the craftables, the characters, everything is now a drop, whether that be from a boss, an instance. So all of that becomes available. I like the fact that it's a complete game, that they're willing to add things to, but it is a complete game. In 2024, unfortunately, and this is a perfect timing because Assassin's Creed Shadow was just released. They have day one DLC. What is it? The Star Wars Hunters had Jabba the Hutt quest locked behind a paywall, where companies are chopping their games up because they want to make more money. But Airship said, no, we're not going to do that. They don't have microtransactions anymore. They said, we're going to give you the game. If you were a founder and paid all this money beforehand, we are going to compensate you for that. I don't know if there's going to be more compensation, but you do get a little bit more of the cosmetic money, all that other kind of stuff that they have incorporated into it. And sure, the progress wipe is whatever. I have over 200 hours sunk into the game. To me, it doesn't bother me because the game at that point was worth it for me to sink the hours. I think now, without having to deal with the lagging, without the connection issues, being able to say, hey, Marcus, hey, Nick, Feta, let's jump in. Let's do some wayfinders. We're going to go fight this boss. Jump on the connection. Go fight the boss. Cool. I'm going to sign off for the night. Everyone's still made progress, and it is a complete game. I'm not having to shell out money every month for a subscription. I'm not having to pay for microtransactions to progress in a battle pass.
Here's the problem. Is if I'm playing a game, so let's say Rayu, me, you, and Feta are playing, right? Mm-hmm. And Feta's got to go to bed, right? And then you go to bed. I don't have, there's no queue. So, I can't go into an instance with my friends because that's how I like to play this game. I have to wait for somebody or, find a friend online to do it. And I'm sure there'll be a Discord server with, looking for help or whatever. But for me, it's going to be a hard sell for me going from the game that it is to the game that it will be.
And I get that. And that was something else that was mentioned in that impromptu interview. I'm going to keep referencing it just because it did have a lot of good information. Mm-hmm. So please, when you guys are listening to this, go take a look at that because it does go more
in the Discord.
Detail. Yeah, it's in the Discord. The thing that I liked is that they said that as long as there is people that want to play the game, as long as there are a community that wants it, they are willing to listen, whether that be you want support for mods. So if you want to change the way the game looks, they said they're okay with that. If they've had conversations about maybe bringing up a server queue. If you've played V Rising or Valheim, there are games that you can join into these servers. You can host private servers. So even like Power World. So that could become a thing. It just depends on how this game and how the current state of it is going to be received by the community and if people are wanting to see this game progress.
Yeah. I mean, I honestly think it's good to just let people play the game. Some restructuring. Who knows that maybe if this is successful and people are it'll help promote the game enough to where a publisher will pick up Wayfinder 2. And now you have the server backing that you require. You know what I mean? Obviously that's not ideal, but if that's a hell of a lot better than if it just goes away entirely. You know what I mean? Especially considering it actually had a solid player base and fandom. But yeah, that's my thoughts.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna give it a shot because they're gonna give me essentially the game because I'm a founder. Maybe I'll love it as a solo game if I play it once a week and Ray, you and myself play it and Dragon Atrax or whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, it's going to be a hard. I'm interested to see how they change it, because if it's just the exact same game, it's going to be a hard sell for me. But anyway, that's me. Rayu, what have you been playing?
I've been playing a lot of things. A lot of V Rising lately. It's been experimenting on the PvP server, and it's surprising that a lot of people are willing to not engage in PvP just as soon as they see another player. They're like, hey, friendly. And then you have, of course, those people that want to jump everything that they can because it's like, oh, yeah, I want PvP, no matter the level differences. That's been a lot of fun.
They just want to fight just to fight.
Exactly. They just want to fight to fight. I'm currently hit level 70, so for a frame of mind, this goes all the way up to like level 99 as far as gear and bosses. So you have to progressively upgrade not just your character, but your powers, your base. You have to get all these resources. So it's a lot of fun. Right now I'm just on a duo PvP server with a buddy of mine. We've been playing it essentially every night for a couple of hours while we've been watching the playoffs. He's a big Canucks fan, so we watch his game, and then of course the Hurricanes playing, I watch their games, and then we just kind of enjoy watching when our teams aren't playing. Yeah. Outside of that, not a whole lot. Just that, honestly.
All right.
So,
very
Nick,
nice.
what about yourself?
I'm looking forward to a Star Wars Unlimited draft on Sunday. Thanks
Let's
to
go.
Mr. Feta giving me the intel. Did they post that up yet or not publicly?
I believe it's public at this point.
Okay. Well, that's pretty sweet. And then, so I'm looking forward to that. That's at 6 or 6:30?
Get there for 6.
Yeah, I was going to anyways.
Officially 6:30.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that sounds fun.
Dude, are you free Sunday night?
Stay tuned. I will find that answer out.
Did you say I also sent you one for 1 o'clock on Saturday?
So that one I talked
did.
to the guy.
But that I can't make. I'm busy.
Um,
I have plans.
So I did call this guy. There's a
Otherwise,
place
I'd
in
be-
Enfield that does that. Maybe it's Sunday at 1 o'clock.
Saturday. There's a place. I thought it was in Newington.
I'm talking about
Tabletop.
Newington.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, there's this place in Enfield that does it
Haven.
Sundays at
It's
1
in the
o'clock.
mall.
Yeah.
That's free play though. That's not a draft event.
Yes, it is. I talked to the guy. Because I called asking if he had any booster packs, and he said, no, I only get enough for the drafts. So if you go to the draft, you buy
I
3.
asked, are you sure?
Yes. I called the guy.
All right. Because I do too, but that's not what they said. They play on set. We'll have to stay tuned for details.
So let me just tell you what he said. So when I called, I Googled Star Wars Unlimited pack booster packs. This place came up. I called him. There's no website. I called the next day. He said that he only gets enough boxes to do the drafts. I said, oh, shit, what's a draft and when do you do it? He explained it to me. It might be Saturday at 1 or Sunday at 1. You pay $15. You get 3 packs. You make a deck out of it. And you then...
Yeah, you play in a mini tournament.
You play in a mini tournament, and then for every person that enters, you get 2 free booster packs.
Yeah,
and if you
keep
win,
the deck that you made.
Huh?
You keep the deck that you made. It's 3
Yes, you get
packs.
the 3. You pay for the 3 packs, but he gives you 2 packs just to play in it, and then if you win, you get 5 packs or something like that.
Yeah, it's yes.
Like he basically, he's not selling the boosters; he's doing that. But anyway, sorry,
Yes,
I
that's
digress.
exactly what we're talking about, but in a different store.
Yes,
You didn't have to explain the whole format.
Well, I'm telling you exactly what the guy told me.
Okay. But anywho, I'm excited for it. Especially considering last time I went, I had absolutely no clue what I was doing. Like, I didn't even know how to play the game correctly. And now I actually know how to play. Granted, I'm still not good at it, but at least I know the rules now. But I don't know what kind of deck I want to try to make. I mean, of course you have to
it's
go
not
with
going to
what's
be
in
up to
front
you.
of you. But like, yeah, I'm gonna, I feel better enough to know, like, all right, at least now I know what to look for. Like, I didn't even know what to look for before. I was just picking colors, the wrong color, mind you. But It ended up all right. But I'm excited about that. And also in gaming news, I was playing a little bit of Fallout 4 this week.
Whoa!
They updated it a couple times for the next gen update, and I did. All I really did was make my character, and then start, adding all the cheats with the console commands, because I've played that game 1,000 times. I'm definitely cheating to skip through some shit first. So I give myself a bunch of money and leveling all my stats to 10 and all that fun stuff. So yeah, but that's it for me. Joey, what have you been up to besides Hawaii? Well, you've been in Hawaii. We knew that.
Yeah, it was kind of alluded to already. So, yeah, I spent the week in Oahu.
What were you there for?
I had a great time. So, my college roommates try and get out at least annually to go visit each other because we've all moved across the world from each other.
Yeah.
So that was this time. But what we really went to do was the Palm Tree Music Festival.
Ooh.
At Turtle Bay Resort in Hawaii. Big
That's sweet.
EDM festival for 2 days. Played a lot of Tropical House, which was great.
Yes. Fitting.
So, yeah, it was fitting. So I got to see one of my favorite DJs of all time.
Hell yeah. Was it Kygo and Zed?
It was Kygo and Zed.
Very nice.
Yeah.
That must have been fantastic. I saw a couple snips, of course, from your Snapchats.
From my back in the days of going to raves, right? And they weren't called festivals back in the day. It was straight up raves.
No, we called it a rave. I was trying to be a little PG.
No, dude, it's straight up rave for me.
Marcus was in like a warehouse that was illegal.
It slowly moved into clubs and stuff, and like the party would start at 8 p.m. and it would go until 7 a.m. Like you would be dancing when the sun comes up. Like that's the best part ever. But anyway, they never served booze at these things. So the only option you have was MDMA or weed.
That gets intense quickly.
Or some people did ketamine. But that's just wild shit. I can't
Riding the pony.
Yeah. The baloney pony. Anyways,
rave though?
What do you mean?
Ketamine? Yeah, people love ketamine at raves.
Dude, that's so weird.
No idea.
I never tried that,
we can continue this conversation off podcast, but
we're not being recorded.
Yes. Anyway, Feta, can I ask a question?
Mm-hmm.
If you could describe Hawaii in one word, because you've never been, neither is your wife, what would that one word be?
Relaxed.
All right.
That makes sense.
Yeah. That's
Aloha,
great.
I guess.
Great answer.
Aloha.
Great, like Family Feud. Great answer. Great answer.
Good answer. Good answer.
Good answer.
So now you're back and you're back in the saddle, feeling great.
Yep.
No jet lag.
Back to the grind.
Yeah, no, you guys, as you guys can hear, he's so talkative, which means he's not jet lagged at all.
No, perfectly refreshed.
Yeah, there's nothing like a podcaster with one word answers. They had fantastic job.
I'm more so just bummed out that my mic situation didn't work, so I'm back to the old headset.
Well, okay, you just got to actually take the
skate
time
better.
And like
That's about
have
it,
a cup
yeah.
of coffee and like actually click the settings gear and like look at it for a minute.
Yeah, it would have worked
That's all.
fine.
Yeah. Also, what the hell kind of dog shit webcam do you have right now that your laptop one was better?
Mm-hmm.
Or like
also just really dark in the corner of my room.
I was gonna say, honestly, it's probably just the lighting because like I think they have like all the lights over there.
Yeah.
I'll be more
Anyway,
precise.
we're moving on. So, hey, did you guys know Destiny 2 has a clan in AIE? Well, if you didn't know, Sunday nights, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is the correct time zone, we host Clan Night. What's Clan Night, you say? It's just a bunch of clanmates get together, do some fun shit, and usually end the night with some good old-fashioned private lobby PvP. I personally took a little hiatus from it. Probably for the last month. I had a lot of shit going on, but we're back. Last week was the first time. I actually didn't log into Destiny for over a month just because life. And we logged in. We did the new Destiny Horde mode, which if you're like, oh, wow, that's cool. It's basically just any Horde mode, but in Destiny. So it was fun. Yay. But other than that, it's always a good time. Again, Sunday nights, 8:30 p.m. If you play Destiny 2, come play with us. And if all this sounds fun to you, go to aie-guild.org. Get the Discord information at the top right-hand corner of the screen. Whether or not you play Destiny 2 or whatever other games you play, or you just want to talk smack to me, join us because we would love to have you. Now, normally we would take a break because Nick has to pee, but I don't.
I'm doing the dance. No, I'm actually fine. Let's let it rip.
Oh wow, we're going.
We're doing it live.
All right, so I'm gonna get. Can I do a little backstory here, everybody? I'm gonna do a little backstory.
Yes.
So in the backgrounds, this is little. What do they call it in
Inside Baseball?
Yes, Inside Baseball. Thank you, Nick. Jeez, what would I do without you? For 246 episodes. Do you think the working class nerds would still exist if Nick wasn't here?
No.
I don't think so either. Thank you. I just had to confirm
Granted, it also would not exist if Marcus wasn't here. And that's the back and forth, for the record.
Yeah. Yeah. Because
there's many a times where I've been like, I don't want to do this today for like several weeks because of just things I have going on. And it's like, no, I'm doing it for Marcus and the community. And Marcus really pumped up the community. So now I have people that I'm obliged to. And then I like got through that little rough patch. And then I'm like, yeah, I like doing this again. And then it's fine. And then I'm glad I didn't fuck it up.
I've been there
Screw
too.
You hard parts of life. I am resilient.
Well, I've been there too where like, I've been so tired and I'm sitting on the couch and it's like 8:25 and I'm like,
yes.
I'm not getting up. We're just going to cancel the show this week. I'm not getting up. And then I kind of like think about Yoda and I'm like, fuck. Nick is probably sitting at his computer going, where the fuck is he? It's time to do this. But anyways, back to Inside Baseball.
I was showing my tattoo because it's do or do not. There is no try. The Yoda quote.
So today our topic is our two new special hosts in the background. So when Atrax told us he was going to be focusing more on some, esports and growing in that community, Nick and I in the background were talking about like, what are we going to do? And I suggested, well, instead of having one permanent host, why don't we have two part-time hosts? So you're still going to get Nick and myself.
Right.
And full-time.
Minus,
and then,
vacations or little things
obviously.
Here and there. Yeah.
And Nick, when Nick is in Imperial Prison for the week and he's grounded, he won't be able to podcast,
There's no...
Oh, wait, Nick, give the disclaimer. Wait, huh?
It's minimum security.
It's minimum security. Like, I don't even need to wait for my rec time, okay?
You can go out into the yard whenever you need.
Yeah.
As long as he has the dog, he can go outside. Anyways, so believe it or not, so what Nick and I were talking about in the background, Nick actually came up with the idea of having two hosts and having them split the time because that'll cover almost two different flavors of gaming. And Nick immediately screamed Feta, and I immediately screamed Ryu. So they've been around the community for a while, and everybody knows them. And they both specialize in their own thing, I guess we'll say it. And that's what... we're really going to dive into. So you may not hear their voices every week, or you might hear their voices every week, but it's going to be really fun moving forward. And it's going to open the opportunities to have new types of guests, whether it be, a board game person or a minis person or
more
an
MMO type content
or whatever content Rayu wants. It's just going to kind of just push us to the,
to broaden our sort of creative horizons.
That's such a great way to say it, Nick.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at Nick. So, first...
Guys, I'm a manager now. I have sophisticated thoughts, okay? I'm actually not. I start, in a month, so...
did you guys hear that silence? I was waiting for the crickets button.
Well, it was supposed to be stupid. That's why I said it.
I'm still waiting on that door knocking in one of my ears.
I know.
Well, it's because we're not in Discord.
Right.
But anyway, dude.
I haven't died yet, slightly.
One cool thing I will announce coming soon, we're going to be recording a podcast from a brewery, which that's going to be nothing but a complete and utter shit show, but it's going to be hilarious.
It'll be fun.
Poor Rayu. He won't be there because he lives in. I'll let him tell you where he lives. Anyways, I'm going to say because Rayu went first. Feta, let's tell us about you and introduce yourself to the wonderful Nerds community as our newest host.
Well, it's been a long time. I'm Joey Feta. I have been a long time working class Nerds fan and nerd myself. For anyone who may not have heard me kind of trundle in through these episodes over the couple of years, but I am currently married. I have 3 cats, many koi fish, no children.
Wait. He doesn't have many koi fish. He has a custom made by himself koi pond. And when you go near the pond, all of the koi fish swim up to the thing, and all you see is fish, and they're like begging for food.
Right.
Like, don't let him sell it short.
Undersell the koi pond.
The
koi pond is epic.
How about this? Every time
is not clear right now, so
Well,
that's why we're underselling it.
That's a you problem. That's not an us problem.
Yeah, we just sell the story, okay? You're
yes.
the product guy.
Yeah,
All
so
right.
when we show up to Feta's house, or myself, I don't even knock on the door. He probably sees me on whatever cameras he has. I just stand at the koi pond for like 10 minutes, and he finally opens the door and goes, "Dude, are you going to come in?" Dude, I'm just enjoying the fish.
I do it too.
I get it.
Every time I get home from work, and now that it's light out, when I come home, it's even better.
Yeah.
On the days I actually leave my house for work. But speaking of, I work multiple jobs, as I always have.
Yes.
I have my PhD in nursing and research traumatic brain injury, specifically rehabilitation in high school athletes, so they don't turn into Marcus when they get older.
Got him! Get a body bag. Get him out of here. Sweep the leg.
Sweet.
All the above.
Your ass. Your ass.
Oh, boy.
Anywho. All right,
Yeah.
so you take the achy breaky high school brains and you're trying to develop ways to rehabilitate them.
Yeah, sort of. It's like AA, but for children
And
who like hitting their heads.
yes, I gotcha.
Not really, but
Well,
hey,
yeah, I got it.
let's get back to the good stuff.
Yeah. Meanwhile, but I need the freaking soundboard.
Yes,
I gotta figure that out. This is terrible. The show. I take full responsibility.
Whoa.
But
It
I think
smells
that's-
over there.
Yeah. Anyway,
Oh boy.
I'm not interrupting you
saying.
anymore.
What?
I'm not interrupting you anymore.
Oh, go ahead. Feel free.
well, I don't believe that. But Joey, please continue.
All right. So I do love games and gaming, all kinds. I do play video games, but for me, it's more of the social aspect. It's not so much like the actual game itself. So
Yeah.
I'm always really not worried about, but I'm always really focused on maintaining relationships with people and playing the game and kind of having that fun time together and laughter, because it doesn't really matter what you're playing as long as you play it together. But what I really love is tabletop gaming, stuff like war games, like Warhammer 40,000,
Oh yeah.
Star Wars Legion,
Star Wars.
Star Wars Shatterpoint.
Shatterpoint. Thank you.
Those are my favorite things ever. I also play trading card games and board games, so if you come over to my house, other than staring at fish, the next thing you will do is be, forced to play a board game with me.
It's not that hard of a sell, honestly.
I know, but still, it's part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would also like to say that I'm an amateur mini painter, and I'll be getting my stream and Instagram back up and running. It's just life gets in the way,
Yeah.
I've been busy, especially painting for my local game store. I've been their terrain painter for like the last 8 months, I want to say.
Okay.
So that's been taking up a lot of my time, but we're kind of caught up on the books there. And like you
have
touched
a lot
upon
of-
earlier.
a lot of stuff there.
Hmm?
You have a lot of pieces there on
Mm-hmm.
display.
I'm also an event organizer for a couple of games there, so
Well, still, that's still
Yeah.
cool.
yeah. But like you said, I want to add a different perspective to the Working Class Nerds podcast. As the self-proclaimed tabletop tyrant.
The tabletop tyrant. All right. I like it.
So,
what is your favorite board game?
right now?
Yeah, I think you left out a key piece of this too. Not only do you like tabletop games and card games and board games and mini painting, you're also a big D&D fan, and you like to,
I'm a huge D&D fan. Actually,
yeah, and
how
you
did I blow
like
that
to
off?
be the DM.
Nobody likes to be it, but
Oh, well,
I tolerate it.
I actually don't believe that. I think there's certain people that actually love torturing the players, and they can't handle not being in control of a situation.
Those people kind of suck, though.
Yeah, right. You're one of those people.
I am not.
You're the
Joey
tyrant.
is pretty.
I have
like
legitimately let rules fly out the window because somebody thought of the most fantastic thing.
Well, that's
Yeah.
but
I was gonna
that's
say,
acceptable.
I feel like Joey's sort of DM subclass, if you will, is like a fun facilitator.
Dude, it's the rule of cool. Like, if it's
Yeah.
cool, you can do it.
Right.
You just got to tell me that it's what's happening.
Right.
Like, I don't care.
Can I? Yeah. I don't know of an example off the top of my head, but I do remember you like bending rules to be like, yeah, that's cool. Why not? It's not, you're not breaking the game.
No.
You can't cast a wish on level 1, but like you can, if you use what's the thaumaturgy?
Taumaturgy?
Taumaturgy, thank you. Where it's like you kind of like make some loud noises and stuff, do some impressive magic. If you like do that to, make somebody shit their pants, even though technically you're not really supposed to, it's still funny.
They shit their pants.
So they shit their pants.
That's how it is.
If you make the roll.
I don't know what to tell you.
No damage, it's just embarrassing. Like that's funny, and that's what I'm talking about. It's fun facilitation.
Yeah.
So, what is your favorite board game?
Oh, man. How was I not prepared for this kind of question, dude?
What do you mean? Like, if you ask me what my favorite video game is, I have an answer. Like,
I just love them all equally, like they're children.
dude. Like, yeah, no kidding. Thank you, Nick.
So okay, you can
Fuck
give
you.
a Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, but like,
What?
Like, you can give some of your favorites, like a quick top.
What term did you just use? I've never heard that before in my entire life.
Oh my god!
Oh my God.
Wait, hang on.
you've listened to every podcast
I was about to
episode.
say, you're a working class nerds community manager, and you've never heard Nick use Mount Rushmore?
No, he was being
Like
sarcastic, and he also
Eat
definitely had
pistachio
that.
ice cream every day of my life.
Oh my god! You definitely made the working class nerds bingo card like drinking game.
Oh yeah, I had a good time with that one.
That was actually hilarious.
I actually just found it on I was doing some organization on my hard drive and found that today, and I laughed hysterically
That's awesome.
when I looked at that.
That was fun. It was good times.
Mount Rushmore.
Yes.
What I would have to say is actually one of the games that I picked up at PAX East this past March, which is called Drop Drive.
Okay.
That's a fantastic game. It uses lots of really fun little pieces that you drop in, and you kind of develop a strategy to kind of push through space, pick up materials, and then kind of gain points based on different scenarios. So that one's really fun. Another one I love is called Flamecraft. It's a little shop building game where you have, it's another resource management game. I think that's my favorite type of game. And now that I'm sitting here and talking about it, because the next one is Everdell, and it's the same kind of concept.
Also resource management.
Also resource management. Anyway, so it's all about putting your pieces in specific areas to collect little resources and build up to either get the most amount of points by making certain combinations of resources that you have, or hiring new workers, or on the Everdell side of things, meeting certain special goals. And, we'll go for number 4. This game called Kabuto Sumo.
That sounds fun.
It is. It's like you ever seen a coin pusher machine? So,
yes.
Like at the carnival or the casino or anything where you drop the quarters in and it pushes them off the edge?
Yes.
It's a game where you are pushing little wooden tokens that are the shape of different bugs to try and knock the other person's sumo wrestler beetle off.
Oh, that sounds fun.
That does sound fun.
There you go.
Rayu, score update.
That TV looks off. It doesn't look good.
Unfortunately, the hurricane season has come to a close at PNC, falling 5-3 to the Rangers.
Damn, that quick in one. Wasn't it 3-1 at the start of the third?
It was 3-1, and they had 3 unanswered goals.
Wow. So they lost in OT?
No. 3 unanswered goals, pulled goalie, and empty net.
Okay. Got it.
You know what?
Sheesh.
All credit to the Rangers, all credits to the Hurricanes. That was the best series of the playoffs. Hands down.
All right.
The Rangers
if you're going to be if you're going to be a host here, we never celebrate any New York team. New York teams can kiss my ass.
Someone go get me the red, white, and blue. I'm a Ranger for the rest of this damn series. Rangers are going to win it.
Honestly, I think they are. The Rangers.
They're probably going to win it, but we are going to adamantly defy that from this point on.
Yeah, Boston still has to get through Florida.
Which they're likely not going to.
Not gonna.
Yeah, there's no fucking way.
Do you guys know?
Absolutely zero faith. I want them to, and I'm going to root for them, but I have zero faith that they're winning that series at all.
Do you guys know what Game Time Tickets is?
Yes.
So it's like an app to buy tickets, but it's like last minute. You can get some pretty good deals. I found 2 tickets, pretty good seats for $166 a ticket, and I was going to take my son tomorrow to the game. But there's a 0.0 chance I'm bringing him to that game because there's like an 85% chance that they may lose. And if they do, I do not want to see the Boston fans going nuts.
Nah, if Florida wins in TD Garden, it's going to be a shitstorm.
Yeah, yes. I wouldn't want to, because Ryan's never been to a Bruins game either, right?
Correct.
Yeah, nope. Don't have that be his first game. Go to a regular season game against like some terrible team.
Even if it's a good team, it's okay.
Something,
yeah,
you know. Oh shit, Rayu's right there. I forgot.
That's all right. Florida is going to wipe the Bruins off the face of the earth.
Well, I'm not
they
even
already
gonna...
tried with Marchand.
Anyways, I have one more question for Feta.
Sure.
What's your favorite ice cream flavor?
Strawberry.
Just strawberry? Really?
Dude, you cannot beat a nice strawberry ice cream on a hot summer day.
Yeah, you can. It's called vanilla.
Oh my god.
I actually
golden vanilla, boy.
Golden vanilla. Yeah, you have to.
Golden vanilla is the shit.
No, I like vanilla bean. I want flecks of the
golden
real deal.
vanilla.
French?
Yeah, I don't like no French vanilla. That's just hazelnut. That's what that is.
So, can I just...
It's literally hazelnut in the fucking vanilla. Look at the ingredients. Marcus, what you're saying is you like hazelnut ice cream. You know what's close to hazelnut? Pistachio.
No.
Your favorite ice cream is Pistachio Junior. And you're just tricking everybody into thinking you're some regular human walking among us, Mr. Pistachio Junior ice cream. That's all I have to say about that. So
I'm gonna puke.
Mind your P's and Q's with whose ice cream choices you're what's the word I'm looking for?
Critiquing.
Did Joey just critiquing? Thank you.
Feta just left. He's so disgusted with us. He just left. He has left the show.
I dropped a couple cards I was shuffling.
Yeah, that's all right. All right.
Well, you wouldn't let me pee, so...
Oh, no. We've got a new Nick. Now Feda's going to be the one that has to pee all the time.
Jesus Christ.
No, I know. I wanted a root beer to wake the hell up. Come on.
By the time your root beer kicks in, we're gonna be done.
Anyways, right now.
What? I don't remember what my sidebar was gonna be.
We were talking about hockey, and we were talking about ice cream and favorite games and stuff.
Yeah, but
board games.
No, it's nope. I don't know. So Rayu, introduce yourself, dude.
Absolutely. Hello.
How did we meet? Did we give that backstory?
I don't think so, but that was part of the whole...
I'll circle back to Joey's, but go ahead.
No, circle back to Joey. We're still on him. Yeah,
Joey and I met way back.
I kind of want to hear about this, though.
Well, we will in a second. I'll just say this quick. Joey and I met way back when at the old University of Connecticut. Joey signed up for the UConn Paintball Club, and I was already a member there. He tried out. He made the squad. He could shoot the dirt pretty darn good. And and then he happened to also be living near me on campus, and I had a car, so I brought him to practice frequently. We ended up becoming close friends. So,
very true story.
Yeah. Oh, and then, when things were locked down in 2020, he and I were both healthcare workers. So we were like, oh, we can hang out because neither of us are afraid of the virus because we work with it every single day. And, we're both exposed to it all the time. So, us hanging out with each other is not really a big extra risk.
No.
I feel like I hung out with a lot of healthcare people that back then because we're all around it anyways. What difference does it make,
It was that, and then I would get takeout Chinese food from behind a plexiglass little window.
Oh, yes.
That was that year.
Yes. Yeah, that was that year, a snapshot. But so Joey and I sort of rekindled our friendship then, and we've been going strong since. Things are fun. So that's the origin story. But Rayu, over to you, sir. How did we end up meeting you from the beginning? Or Marley, it should be, how did Marcus rope you into this to start?
There was something about peanut butter, and it just went all downhill from there.
Wait, here's a question, Rayu. Crunchy peanut butter or creamy peanut
crunchy.
butter? Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I like the chunks. Yes.
That was defiant.
Yes, I love crunchy. Crunchy's my shit.
It's called peanut butter. If I want butter, I'll go use that.
Yeah, but okay, I can understand having. I personally, I don't have as strong as an opinion about the crunchy versus smooth peanut butter debate as I do as many other things. I feel like crunchy versus smooth peanut butter just has two different applications. I can understand if you put some crunchy peanut butter on your ice cream as a topping, you melt it. Sure, that makes sense because you want the crunch in there. But most of the time, you want smooth peanut butter when you want peanut butter. You know what I'm saying?
No. Dude, a peanut butter and jelly sandwich with crunchy peanut butter is the greatest thing ever.
No, I'll top the peanut. I'll top that with a fluffernutter.
I don't know.
That.
Oh yeah, fluffernutter. Now we're talking.
Best with the
Dude,
crunchy.
we're from New England. Those are the origins of the fluffernutter sandwich. But
yeah,
I don't know. I am a smooth peanut butter guy. Maybe this is polarizing.
What kind of brand of peanut butter are we talking here?
That is a good point. That's a great question, Joey. And this is why we pay you the big bucks.
So my brand is, there is no brand. It's freshly ground.
So the only Big Y brand?
Well, no, it's maybe, I don't know. Whatever, even if I go to Trader Joe's, whatever is freshly ground, that's what I buy. Yeah, I can't eat Jif anymore. Or Jiffy or whatever it's called. You know what I mean? It has to be real peanut butter.
Huh. I don't really have a brand of peanut butter. I'm not loyal to one type or the other. If it says on sale or clearance, I'll go pick it up. Doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, I just do the store brand. It's
just
usually
also has to say crunchy.
My old man used to say it'll make a turd, so it doesn't really matter.
It'll make a turd. Wow, that's a great quote. I'm going to use that. Oh, that's fantastic.
Again, hello, nerds community. I'm officially a host. Just to give y'all a little background before I answer Nick's question, I am from North Carolina, so I'm going to be bringing some Southern hospitality and Southern love into this Yankee establishment. Just so y'all know, I am a father to a 1.5-year-old. I've been married for 5 years. As part of my day job, I work on industrial machines. This is going to be high capacity folding, inserting. Pretty much, it's if you still receive snail mail, more than likely that mail came out of one of the machines that I work on. So,
okay, that's cool.
A lot of background in HVAC kind of carried over to it. So building computers, dealing with small boards, dealing with timings, all of that stuff. I'm very adept at it. So
cool.
And to answer Nick's question, I met Marcus and Nick through the, I think Nick has the name for him, the Pineapple Papega Prince Chimeri.
The Pineapple Pokemon Prince himself. I could have worked Papega in there too. Huh? I didn't at the time.
Have. It's okay. I'll throw that in there for him. He knows he is. So.
Oh yeah.
No, I met these guys through him. Just being a moderator and an admin member over on Chimeri's stream and his community and everything kind of opened the door to meet these guys. And kind of since then just been hanging around. Been around here for about 3 to 4 years, I believe, in different roles. A member of the community when I was streaming. And then, of course, they invited me on as a guest the very first time. Don't listen to that episode. That I was terrible. I was nervous. Not as comfortable with them as I am now. But
we all were. It's all good.
Then was able to become a mod for Marcus in the Discord to help him out, and then to overseer, and now as a host. So I was definitely been around the block and just kind of seen the place go through ups, downs, and all the fun growing pains of it.
I'm going to interject here. So you guys know it was a while ago, and Rayu was a pivotal role, had a pivotal role in Chimeri's growth. And I remember he was always in the shadows. Rayu does not like to be front and center, and he's always the guy in the background. And I was going through something, and I think I was talking to Chimeri in the Discord. This is years ago now. And he popped into the voice channel and was like, "Hey, what's up?" And we've spoken, but never I've always hung out. I hung out in his streams, and I was involved, and we were mutual, had a mutual acquaintance, and it worked out. And then Chimeri and I were talking, and I remember it like it was yesterday. And Rayu was not shy about telling me his opinion. Okay. And it was not something that I wanted to hear. And he kind of shit all over me. And in a nice way, right? He was like, well, I think that's not going to work. And this is why. And he stated his points. And mind you, I've only talked to him maybe once over voice channel before. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And for me, if you guys know me, I like that about people. I like when somebody says to me, hey, I don't think that's going to work, or, hey, I think that's a great idea, but this, or just telling me it's a great idea. I like somebody that voices their opinion because I feel like sometimes you need that.
Yes.
And especially with, I'm going to call him a stranger, you know him, but you don't know him. And ever since that point, I've always leaned on him. It might not be every day. It might not be every week, but there's always a time where I know I can call Rayu or text him or talk to him on Discord or whatever and say, hey, what is your opinion on this? And there's been many things about Working Class Nerds, about my streams, that he has been a part of the decision-making progress as my sounding board.
Yeah.
So when we were talking about the new host, it was a no-brainer for me to immediately say Rayu, because I'd love to now put a voice to his opinions and be able to challenge us and bring stuff to the table that we may not think about.
Yeah, and just bring a different.
Yeah,
he's already involved in the show in the background. Might as well stick a mic in front of him more frequently.
Exactly.
You know.
Yeah.
Just cut the game of telephone between Marcus. Marcus is not a great operator in terms of connecting the telephone calls. So,
no, and I really do appreciate hearing that, Marcus. Honestly, I'm not one to want to be in the center of it all. I'm very much for anyone that watches anime or is familiar with Naruto, and the two main characters, Naruto and Sasuke. I've always felt more into Sasuke's role, that Shadow Hokage. You're doing stuff to help people without saying, hey, I'm the one that did all this, and I'm a part of it. No, I just want to see or at the times, I wanted to see these guys grow. I wanted to see Chimera grow because he's a wonderful person. He has a wonderful personality, and he's definitely positive. And, we all go through stuff. Life beats us down, and that's just why I'm glad to be able to be there for him, for Marcus. And I think by saying that, my DMs are going to blow up. But if that's the case, so be it. I am here to listen to people. You will get a candid response from me. I don't sugarcoat stuff. I will tell you the truth, what I feel.
Oh, you tell me a lot of truth a lot of times.
I will tell you the truth. And a lot of the stuff that I've learned in life has come from my old man and a lot of the sayings. And, the truth ain't pretty. It's not taking your feelings into consideration, and someone needs to hear it. So glad I could be the voice for that. But to get back to it, for myself, I've been a gamer since I was about 4 years old, and I have no plans on stopping gaming. I've always loved it. I've always enjoyed it. So that'll be something that I kind of help contribute to the show, as well as being a big Star Wars fan. As I just mentioned, I'm also very big in anime, comic books, superheroes, anything that's deemed nerdy. More than likely, I'm interested in it, or will be, interested in exploring. On the flip side of that coin, I'm also a big sports fan. I love American football and hockey, if you couldn't tell. The Carolina Panthers and the Hurricanes are the teams that I pull for. So that'll more than likely, as hockey season continues and we get into football season and so on and so forth, there'll probably be little quips between Marcus and Nick, because for some reason they got to pull for the Patriots. I don't understand why. There's a lot better options.
From Massachusetts. It's a pretty easy jump. I want to hear a real sad fact about our two teams real quick? But Marcus, I know you got a sidebar too. The Patriots and the Carolina Panthers are the only two teams in the NFL where they are current betting underdogs for all 17 games on their schedule.
That's fair, though. I mean,
let's go.
But that's fair. Both of us have new head coaches.
Worst.
Both of us have rookie quarterback. We're all terrible.
We're both terrible. I get it. So I just thought that was funny.
And my fun fact is with the Hurricanes. So I have a small special place in for the Hurricanes, even though I fucking hate them because they took our team away. So the Hurricanes are actually the Hartford Whalers, and they got moved to Carolina. So twice a year they go throwback, and the Hurricanes have a Whalers jersey and they bring it back, and that's my shit. I was a Whalers fan before I was a Bruins fan, and always will be. I say it all the time. I'm a Bruins fan diehard right now, but if the Whalers ever come back, see you later, Bruins. Hello, Whalers. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for sure. I remember being a kid and going to the Whalers games. I was a little kid, and I can't ever let that go. So.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
and I think you and Chimera share that same sentiment, because he'll always message me on those throwback nights where the Hartford Whalers jerseys, or whenever I'll text about, they won, he'll sit here and throw in a Hartford Whalers gif every so often. So next time I'm in Raleigh, I'll let you guys know so we can so I can get y'all some Hartford Whalers stuff.
Hell yeah. When I was at the Hartford Wolfpack game, they actually had packs of cards for $6 of all Whalers, and they're old cards. I bought a pack, and it just the nostalgia, and Ryan was like, "Daddy, are those for me?" And I'm like, "Nope, those are my cards, dude." And believe it or not, so I started Googling the cost of one of the cards was worth $1, some of them were worth 25 cents, but I was just like, it's just nostalgia. Throw it in the card pack and call it a day, but it was a nostalgia purchase for me.
No, I understand.
Yeah, that's completely understandable. Yeah. In addition to that, I do like to follow what's going on in gaming spaces. So, that's developers, publishers, content creators, esports, just anything gaming related. I guess what is X feed is just all gaming and sports, and because that's what interests me. So, what I'm hoping to kind of bring to the show and bring to the community is just focusing on a variety of different games or gaming news. I'm not the type of person where it's I have a game and that's the game that I'm going to play. I'm always playing different things. I'm very much a social gamer. So if there are things, or if there are games that community members are playing or you guys are playing, say, hey, Ray, you want to try this? Sure, why not? I'll try anything, once or twice, and I'll tell you my honest opinion about it. Yeah, I'm not like Marcus. He's currently on Elden Ring. Before it was Destiny, then SWTOR, and that's been it.
So what I'll say is, I never played a single player RPG, and I love Destiny and I love SWTOR, but Elden Ring is something that I've never played, and it's legit the hardest game I've ever played. But it is so good because I'm a graphical whore, and it's beautiful through and through. The other thing I'm realizing is being able to, I have the ultimate form of ADD, right?
Okay, explain.
And this game adapts to my ADD amazing. Where I'll be going, I'm going to go to this place. I'll set a marker. It'll say 3. And then I'll see this bush of trees over to the left, and I'll go, oh, squirrel. And I'll go over to the bush of trees, and I'll end up finding a cave where there's a catacomb, and I'll go fight a couple enemies and a boss, and I'll explore, and then I'll come out and go, oh yeah, I was going towards 3. You know what I mean? So it's not linear at all. And I'm finding that I'm actually enjoying it so much that I don't care that I've died 53 times going against this putrid avatar. But if you were in the Discord the other night when I was streaming it, I was raging. I was screaming, yo, motherfucker! Because I was at 100 HP left to kill the boss, and he fucking slammed me, and I was just ah! Okay, one more pull, last pull magic, and then I'm going to go to bed. And then in the last pull magic, the first hit, I didn't dodge because I was so pissed off and tense that, I was all right, one more try. And next thing you know, it's fucking 12:30 at night. I'm
of course.
All right, this is really my last pull. And I end up doing one more pull and I get beat. And I'm you know what? And I so kindly take the gold shadow and just do if you guys can't see me, but I held it up to the camera and I was very slowly putting it down. I'm going to go to bed now. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. It's really been fun talking to you. I got to go. Bye. Click. And I... So I do understand what you're saying, Ryu, because I'm looking forward to you're going to bring the variety back to the show. And I'm really looking forward to that because Nick is just starting to get back into his gaming space now that things are calming down for him. Yes. Feta is playing games, but he plays a shit ton of tabletop. So we don't have that big variety feature, which I'm looking forward to it because, when Ryu, I would say if 100% of the time Ryu's trying a bunch of different games, 10% of the time he gets me to play a game. And that was Wayfinder, and I played it and I fell in love with it because of him.
Well, I appreciate that. And honestly, that's all I'm really hoping to accomplish is to give the nerds community a different perspective of gaming because gaming is such a broad thing. And, if you cut out the politics and the BS of it all, we all started somewhere with gaming, whether that was coming home after school, going over to a friend's house, whatever. We all fell in love with gaming. That's, more than likely why we all get on Discord and get on Twitch as we try our best to rekindle that connection and,
right.
Hope to give folks, interesting game titles to try because you never know.
Exactly.
You know what time it is?
I think I do know what time it is. It's time for Working Class Questions.
Working Class Questions. Hey, Feta, this is a podcast. You want to talk while you're dancing because nobody can see that you're dancing in your seat.
All that they need to know is that chances are I'm dancing.
It's fair.
God.
He has been dancing.
Dude, you better, hey, do me a favor next week, suck less and bring the energy because your energy is at a 4 right now where all the rest of us are bringing at least, well, Nick's bringing a 65, but Rayu and I are probably at 90s.
I'm fully engaged. Just because I'm shuffling cards around doesn't mean I'm not paying attention. This is my extra distraction that makes me actually pay attention better.
And to be fair, he is coming back from Hawaii, so he's still got the whole time zone flip.
I am not giving him a pass.
Marcus drives a hard bargain.
Not even that special kind?
Special
Anyways, I will start off the questions. I don't know. Please, somebody do a Discord check to see if anybody wrote anything after Quinn. But first question is from our good friend Goldie. My question is, are the new hosts going to be on the show this week?
No.
Well,
nope.
Well, one of them's here. One of them's kind of not, but
yeah,
I'm probably 25% here.
Well, you know what's going to happen is we're going to finish the podcast because all Fed is thinking about is sleeping. As soon as we finish the podcast, that root beer he drank is going to engage.
Fucking wired.
Yeah, it'd be like all the sugar will kick in, and he'll be like, yeah, raring to go.
Oh
yeah.
man!
All right,
it's gonna happen.
Our good friend Stask asked the dumbest question ever. Why are the Cubs the greatest Major League Baseball franchise ever? I will actually answer that really well. They are the second greatest baseball team ever, second to the good old Red Sox.
I just want to chime in. I don't know if this is accurate or not, but I saw a meme come across the X feed where for $90 you could play center field at the Cubs Pirates games coming up. That would be the best right there. If I could pay $90 to play center field, you're damn right they're the best.
That's hilarious.
How much are the tickets for those games if it's $90 to play center?
Like $20 for like right behind home plate. They're terrible.
Wait.
Wow.
Have you guys ever been? Wait, so I just want to ask the question. Have you guys ever been to Wrigley?
No.
Okay, so Wrigley is in Chicago, like city limits. It's in the city, like kind of like a Fenway. But what Wrigley does better than Fenway is they have big buildings. All of the buildings around Wrigley, you can buy pay $10 to get into a bar or $20 and just be at a bar and stand on the rooftop and watch the games from the roof. Like you don't even need to be in the stadium. You can just be at a bar drinking beer, watching the game from the roofs. Like the experience at Wrigley is amazing compared to Fenway. In that sense, like the stadium itself is awesome, but I personally prefer going to like the rooftop bars and like having access to a cleanish bathroom. Beers are a little cheaper there than they are in the stadium. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome.
I can see that. I can understand the sort of allure, if you will. But there is something about like being in the stadium too.
Yeah, pissing in a trough. It's fantastic.
Oh, I'm all about the trough life. I'm not all about the ninth inning trough smells, though. That's pretty rough.
Nah. You hold that until you get home.
Well, sometimes you.
If you're Nick, you go when you got to.
Yeah. Sometimes when it's go time, it's go time. Whether it's not really like a question, it's more like a hey, this is happening within the next period of time. Do with that information what you will, is what my bladder usually says.
Next question is coming from good old A-Trax, and I wanted to take this one because I think we'll get a nice little take from the four of us on it. If you had to delete one game genre, all the games are gone, no new games are made, which genre would you get rid of?
Ooh, that's a fucking good question.
My answer, Battle Royales. Get rid of them.
Wow. So, okay, I feel like there are so many other, like, much more heinous genres.
Nope.
That
I was
going to
say dating
first.
simulations. So
that they a perfectly valid answer.
But
Good answer.
Let's back it up to the Battle Royale. Mm-hmm. Is it specific? I mean, it's all of them, really. But what gave you the sour taste in your mouth?
So, for me, I like to say the downfall of modern gaming was when Fortnite did their Battle Royale. Now, if you played the original Fortnite, which is now called Fortnite Save the World, and I don't even know if that's still around, that was a wave-based fortress builder, and it was fun. The Battle Royale was added later, and that's what kind of blew the game up. I say that's the downfall because you incorporated a building element, you incorporated a battle pass system, because and someone please correct me, I don't know of a game that started doing a battle pass system that you paid for that was cosmetic items until Fortnite released it, and from then on, every single game, battle royale or not, has had a battle pass system, one way or another. So because of that, they have tainted the whole genre for me.
I'm trying to think.
Overwatch?
Nope, Overwatch is after.
No.
Overwatch is after, yeah.
After, yeah, no.
Oh,
No,
man.
I think you're right. Man, yeah, okay. All right, well, fair enough,
So I just want to actually add to this battle royale. I don't like battle royales for a complete different reason. I think battle royales ruined multiplayer first-person shooters. I think they took...
That's a fair point.
I think it took it away. I love domination, capture the flag. I loved Call of Duty. And when they released Warzone, I feel like everything became that, and it killed the multiplayer side. Like, granted, people still play it, but it's almost like secondary. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I agree. I'm not a battle royale fan. That's not the genre I would get rid of, but I definitely agree on the battle royale. What about you? Let's go with Silent Feta. What genre would you get rid of?
He just said.
I said dating simulations.
Oh, that was a serious thing?
I'm telling you
my
right
God.
now, take off the adult filter on your Steam account and
there's
go take a
lot.
look.
I think it's like the biggest genre of video games on there. Like, actually.
What? Really?
Now, would you
Yes.
include The Sims as part of your dating sim?
No.
No, that's
no.
that's not
We're talking
focused
like-
on dating.
Wait. So there's games that you're...
Yeah, check it out.
Give it a goog.
But what do you do? Just...
Exactly what you think you do.
What do you think you would do?
Wait, it's like porn?
Yeah.
Yes.
They have those games?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Have you
Wow,
looked
I'm
at
really old.
Have you looked at the Steam points shop at all?
No?
Yeah, go take a gander through the Steam point shop. Whether it's avatars, backgrounds, sounds, emotes, bud, they're there.
What is Steam points?
So whenever you pay for something on Steam, whether that be a game, a subscription, you get a Steam currency called Steam points that you can then use to get discounts, avatars, wallpapers, all kinds of stuff for your Steam
Would that be under
profile.
community?
No, it's just under shop. There should be an option that says points shop. If you see it.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, you should, and
Oh, I have 88,000 points.
so you can upgrade badges for like community badges if that's your shtick for Steam or whatever.
Oh, wow.
It's really cool.
I can get a Ronnie.
I just looked at that. I was just about to send it to you.
What's a Ronnie?
So what does it do? Use
It's a
your
Steam
Steam points to
startup.
get this. What's a Steam startup? Then you can
on your
set-
Steam Deck?
Oh, I don't have a Steam Deck. Like, who cares?
Oh,
Or big picture mode. Like, that's... Yeah.
Well, but yeah, so that's all the Steam shop is. So like they're
I can get
talking
a
about
pro-
the dating sim. Steam was quick to jump on that wagon.
Oh, all right. All right. Anyway, sorry for my sidebar, gentlemen. I just
It's
didn't...
quite all right.
I didn't actually know what it was.
oh, that was my true feelings.
Okay. Nick, what about you?
I would say like the gambling simulator mobile games that just like prey on people, old people, and kids. You know what I mean? Like maybe not quite Candy Crush, but like there's a lot of gotcha games that are just like, oh, it's bar behind the paywall.
That's fair.
You know what I mean? Like that should be gambling and should be regulated differently. So that'd be my answer.
That's a fair one.
Yeah.
Coming back again.
Well,
Hmm?
I have a really hot take on my genre that I would get rid of.
Okay, let's hear it.
MMOs?
ARPGs.
No.
Like,
What?
see you later. They're fucking stupid. The fact that you have to click your mouse where you need to move is the dumbest shit ever, okay? Like, and they don't automatically have controller support. Like, no.
Nope.
Like, I have zero interest in a top-down fucking game. Dumbest shit
Your
ever.
opinion is invalid, sir.
You want to get rid of Diablo?
Yes.
Man wants to get rid of
Dumbest-
Diablo, Lost Ark, Last Epoch. He wants to get there are so many good games.
I'm just not a fan. I played Diablo 3 because I could use a controller and it was okay, but like, it was mediocre.
I guess.
That's just me. ARPGs.
No, I mean, I'm not super into them either. I had a tough time initially with Baldur's Gate 3 being like, click to where you walk. And then I got over it because it's sort of D&D is like turn-based anyways, pretty much. So it's sort
But
of
my
it
close
comes much
second-
more naturally to that genre.
But my close second is I'm going to back Nick up is fucking Candy Crush.
Mobile games?
Mobile games. Like, go fuck yourself, mobile games. I fucking hate mobile games.
I actually saw an interesting thing too. 1 in 3 gamers are a strictly mobile gamer.
Yes, I did. know that.
If you ask my wife if she's a mobile gamer, she'll tell you no, but she's fucking glued to Candy Crush.
Well, yes, because she's one of the type of people that gets sucked in. The people that don't want to admit they're playing a game, so they don't mind spending the money.
No, she doesn't spend money, but it's just, or not that I know.
It's not on a game. I'm not playing a game. It's just like a thing on the side while I'm pooping or sitting on the couch, or I'm in the passenger seat of the car, or I'm sit at the soccer practice. It's all the time.
Yes. Anyway, next question, Feta.
So, new hosts. How do we plan on handling Marcus interrupting us and Nick being on Imperial lockdown?
Oh, come on.
How are we going to do this? Are we giving up our plan for world domination just yet? Or what?
No, we have to keep, try to take over the world.
But of course.
That's a Pinky in the Brain reference for all the younger generation out there.
Oh, I got it. I got that one. Loud and clear.
I don't know. I mean, just one day at a time.
I think we just deal with it.
It is what it is. Like,
just take it as it comes,
I mean, clearly we've, been around the show for a while, the community for a while, so we're used to it.
We knew what we were signing up for.
I'll go last in this one. Atrax also asks, which games are you excited to talk about in the future?
I'll go first on that one again. Sorry, I'm just loving these questions. They're great.
Those are good. That's a good
Throne
question.
and Liberty. That is Throne and Liberty, X Defiant, and the First Descendant. Those are my 3 games for 2024 that I'm going to lose my life to. Throne and Liberty, for those that don't know, is it's going to be a MOBA. It's already released in Korea, so there's a lot of controversy coming over here because a lot of the Korean MMOs are pay to win, but there's also was like a massive NDA on the game. I was able to get into the closed beta test, so can't go too far into detail, but still, it's a fantastic game. Look it up. Look at the reviews, gameplay trailers. It's a really cool game. I'm excited for it.
Hell yeah. I think from coming up in general, well, I'm always excited to talk about Star Wars games. So, I mean, I don't think the game's going to be particularly good. So I guess that's why I'm excited to talk about it, because I want to like highlight this company, but I want to make sure I want to see how Star Wars Outlaws comes out. What's the deal with that is?
Did you pre-order that?
No, I've never pre-ordered a game ever. Well, not ever. I haven't pre-ordered a game since I put down a hard I'm never pre-ordering a game when it was either Battlefront 2
when they stopped being on discs.
Pretty much. And like it was like you actually might not be able to have it and buy it the day it comes out because they will literally run out. Like Battlefront 2 and like Fallout 76, when I didn't buy those and they were terrible when they came out, with microtransactions and stuff. I'm like, okay, well, that settles it. I'm definitely not buying. I mean, I didn't buy them day of release anyways, but that settled it for me. And I was like, all right, hard stop, not pre-ordering anything. Wait till you see it, and then go from there.
Can I piggyback off that with a sidebar?
Yeah.
My first official one.
Let's go.
How much do you attribute the downfall of like broken games on release to pre-orders?
Oh, that's 100% it, because the companies don't give a shit.
I feel like nobody talks about this openly.
I don't know.
It's just like that unspoken, because like if I'm shelling out $70 for something I'm going to see in 6 months, who cares what it ends up being? They've already taken my money.
I don't actually think it's to do with pre-orders. I think that the board of directors says the game is coming out May 16th, and even if the developers say the game's not ready, we need another month, they may say, sorry, we're not giving that to you, and it's 3 months from now. So they're like, you're releasing the game, and they're already working on the day one patch. Everything stops on the game except to fix the game for the day one patch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But maybe you're right. I think that Destiny was in a lot of trouble because a lot of people canceled their pre-orders, and Bungie's been in a lot of trouble because of the shady shit that they were doing. And now they're turning it around with all their content that they're doing. But I think it had a big part to do with them losing all those pre-orders.
Yeah, that makes
but
sense.
I'm not pre-order. Like the only way I'm going to pre-order something is if I'm buying the collector's edition.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, I wanted the Shadow of the Erdtree collector's edition, but I wasn't going to spend $250 on it, so I just let it go. I'm not going to pre-order. I was just going to buy it if we don't get it for free. You know what I mean? So
I like the wink nod in your voice there.
Yeah, so like, I think pre-ordering games is a thing of the past. You don't need to do it.
But
yeah, like,
unless you're buying a game, so like Wayfinder, unless you're buying the Founders Packs for Wayfinder because you're playing the game early access and you're getting all the content now to be able to play it. So I don't mind. I look at that as a giant pre-order because that's what it actually is turning out to be. You basically pre-ordered the game and you're going to get the shit that you got to play on the front end. But now they're changing it and actually releasing the game.
Only thing I would say with that is I just think that pre-ordering's fine. Like, I think about the Call of Duty days where the game was complete. Like, it became a pattern. Like, we'd pre-order the game. Maybe you got like a cosmetic here and there. There was no.
Yep.
There was.
Yeah, but that was through the retailer.
Well, not necessarily, because like I think about the original Black Ops days. You pre-ordered it. There was you just got a cosmetic from the company. For pre-ordering the game, there wasn't something
or an extra map.
Right.
If you pre-ordered Black Ops, you got Nuketown.
You got it early. Like, it was still going to come out to the rest of the community, but you could play it earlier. And that was kind of the thing. Like Black Ops 2, you got Nuketown 2025 and things like that. But the games were complete, and you were just paying for. Oh, I want to play Nuketown now. So it was like kind of a dangle the carrot type thing. But It also became a trend that games like Call of Duty, where you could pre-order those, you knew you were getting 4 different DLCs through the life of that game. So you could bank on spending another $5 to $10 on it if you wanted. It didn't take away from the game. I think we got to a point where large corporations got really, really greedy. And again, the Assassin's Creed series with the new Japanese themed one, if you look at the different sales points, again, we're in the era where games are $70. The highest end is like $150, $200 for like the collector's edition, and there's already content locked behind the paywall. There's a battle pass locked behind. It's just they're trying so hard to monetize every little detail of the game instead of giving you the game completed, and then saying, if you want, here's some DLC to play.
Well, I also believe that why should Ubisoft make a AAA game when they can make a shitty Assassin's Creed mobile game and make billions?
I guess.
Well, again, my counter with that is going to be, look at Black Flag. They could have broken Black Flag up. There's one DLC for Black Flag, and that had multiplayer added to it. You could have put a battle pass on that. You could have put more cosmetics on that if you really were looking at it from a monetary standpoint. But even now in 2024, Black Flag is by far the best Assassin's Creed game that's come out.
Yeah.
So I just think that it wasn't necessarily the pre-ordering that got to it. I just think that communities got greedy. And unfortunately, as gamers, we got to have the exclusive titles because we never know when it's going to go away.
So what games I'm really excited for? I have 3 as well. The first and probably the most excited about, it used to be the First Descendant, but that's my number 2. It's actually X Defiant. That game reminds me of Black Ops 1 and Modern Warfare 2 and 3, like classic Call of Duty, like that feel, the spawning, everything. Like, I can't wait for that game. That is a game that whatever I'm playing, I'm going to stop to play. The First Descendant, yes. My only concern with the First Descendant is the amount of time that I have to game. I may not be able to play that game because of the time commitment for it, where X Defiant, I'm going to be able to play 5 games and shut it off. Like, it's not going to matter what level you are, rank. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where the First Descendant, you're going to have to grind, and I don't have time to grind. Even though that was one of my top 10 games. And then, of course, once I beat Elden Ring, the original story, the DLC, I'm really looking forward to that and what comes out of it.
Hell yeah.
Nick, Feta, it's a podcast.
We talk.
I said what game I wanted. I already answered the question.
I had all that time to think, and I couldn't think of one. That's my problem.
Well, that's just on
don't
you.
think about it.
What I'm waiting for is the game you're looking forward to the most, a board game, a minis game, or a video game?
I mean, the game I'm looking forward to playing the most is going to be the altered trading card game that we saw at PAX. And it comes out this August.
Oh, that's awesome.
I literally cannot wait. I think about it every day.
So that blue one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was cool. That was also cool.
But as far as video games go, there's an old one, Vindictus. It's another Korean MMO.
Yeah.
But Defying Fate has started to be teased and dropped a little bit. And it looks awesome. And I can't wait to play that shit.
Wait, what's that? That's a Korean MMO? The last Korean MMO I remember is Maple Story.
Nah, dude. I don't know how to explain it.
It's on Steam.
That's regular old Vindictus.
Oh, there's a new one?
I've been playing that since 2010? 2012.
It came out about the same time SWTOR did, didn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, a few months difference, but yeah.
No, that Vindictus was fun. I enjoyed playing it, and now that you brought it up, I'm like, I might have to go back there for a little bit.
Yeah. It's just the combat is so flashy.
But I think that's one thing that Korean studios have going for them. I mean, that's what Throne and Liberty has for me, is the combat system looks good. I know a lot of people that play Lost Ark, the combat is really good to it. Vindictus has been good. So it's just they really have the combat down.
That's cool.
Yeah. So I guess those would be my most anticipated.
Sweet. I was not expecting that from you. That's pretty sweet.
Oh. Anything that looks cool and is fun that you play with friends.
Joey's in.
That's on me.
Hell yeah. Are we ready for our next question?
Yeah, sure.
The next one's from Fatal, and it's for Marcus. Marcus, how have you been, and when did you plan on streaming? Side note, if you can't / won't answer, I have a secondary question for you guys.
As you know, I'm an open book. So I've been great. I've been super busy, and that's not an excuse. And I've streamed for 4 years. I'm really burnt out, and I've never taken a break. I actually was talking to Nick about this a while ago. Like, I literally, in 4 years, have never taken a break from streaming. And
it's kind of insane.
Right. And I think Nick said it last week or the week before. Once I'm all in, I'm an all in kind of guy. So once I'm in, I'm in. And I needed a break. But I guess I can tell everybody my plan. The final shape comes out in June, and that will be my unofficial last stream on Twitch and Kick. And from this point forward, I'm either going to be live in the Discord, because we're going to try to just focus on the Discord. And if I am going to be streaming, it will only be on YouTube. It's not that I'm trying to make YouTube partner. It's not anything. It's just to keep all the Working Class Nerds content on YouTube without any distractions from anything else. And that's pretty much my future. I'm going to spend a lot of time in the Discord from now on. Anytime I'm playing a game, I'm just going to go live in a voice channel and, invite anybody who ever wants to just come hang out with me, and you can hear me rage or play with me, whatever. And then the other thing is I'm going to be focusing more on the Discord. Like, I really want to start doing, even if it's every couple weeks or once a month, I really want to do a movie night in the Discord. Because I've never done it. Like, we've done a couple watch parties, but like, I've never watched a movie in Discord with friends.
It's fun.
And like, I would love to watch Terminator 2 or Jurassic Park, like the original Jurassic Park, on my computer, because in 4K on my monitor, it's going to look absolutely insane. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or just, hey, put a vote out, or even if us four type in the movie we want to watch, we let the community vote,
That's fun too. I like that.
And it won't be a scary movie, because I'm not watching a scary movie, but.
Nope, I'm not either.
Not unless we say so.
Nope, not a chance.
No, if the community votes for it, you got to be there. That's how
is there a new Scream coming out?
Oh, another one?
Yeah, but that's not a Scream isn't a horror movie. That's a comedy.
Yeah, like, come on.
Yeah, yeah.
Get real.
Anyways, Fatal asks, I'm guessing this is for all of us, have you heard of X-Defiant? Oh, shit, we just talked about this. And if so, how do you guys think it's going to be handled? Handled as in, do you think it's going to flop? No.
No, I think it'll be good.
I think the servers are going to crash. I think they're going to have massive server problems because people are sick of Call of Duty. If you watch like Dr. Disrespect or any of the big streamers, they're all over Call of Duty. Everybody is. Yeah. But there hasn't been a game that has been able to capture people with that same feel. And I feel like X-Defiant has the potential to do that.
Yeah, I'll second that.
Well said.
Arena shooters is a genre that unfortunately hasn't had any love, and Call of Duty has dominated it for so long. And now Call of Duty has, I want to say they lost touch with their core audience, and this kind of opened the way for X-Defiant to fill that space. So I think there will be problems on launch because there's just the amount of people, like Marcus said. I think there's going to be a lot of learning curves added on for the team over there. It is Ubisoft, so hell if I know, they'll probably try to chop some other crap up and sell it to you. But I think it'll be a nice little change of pace for that genre.
Well, and as of Ubisoft, I'm okay with microtransactions in the sense of like, you want a Ryu skin and you want to pay $20 for it. That I'm okay with. Like, I think all games should sell outfits. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
as
Space
a
Barbie.
way to continue to grow the game. I'm okay with that. Like, you should be able to earn the Ryu skin, but you got to put in 10,000 hours or whatever it is. Or you pay for the Ryu skin now, because it doesn't change. You could be the worst player in the world and go 1 in 30 like me, but at least I look good.
True. Last question from Quinn asks, what is the best breakfast you could have, aside from having waffles, obviously?
Peanut butter.
Well, that is the theme of the show, I think. But no, best breakfast. I mean, see, of course, but my answer's got to be complicated. It wouldn't be my answer if it wasn't complicated. I like a bagel with cream cheese as like a side, even though it's like a main. If I'm like being indulgent for breakfast, I want like a bagel with cream cheese on the side, and I usually want like a veggie cream cheese with like garlic or something.
As a starter.
Yeah, that's like, or like I like. Well, for example, there's a breakfast place near me, and Rice is also by Marcus. Great breakfast place, but like I like a big breakfast sandwich, but then I like a little side dish too with like the bagel with cream cheese. So I think my best breakfast that I look forward to most is like. It's hard to not say an epic breakfast sandwich. I do also appreciate a nice omelet and pancakes and stuff, but like an absolutely epic breakfast sandwich is top tier.
Okay.
On a croissant?
No, a dope bagel. Like
With
a
the side
croissant's great
bagel?
too. Yes, double barrel bagels is what I'm saying.
I just want to go back to Fetta's thing where he said as a starter. Does your breakfast have courses?
Well, yeah, there's phases of breakfast.
No. You had your
part of a
complicated
balanced
answer.
meal.
We got to get to the, side course and all that stuff. But
Yeah, then you have your
You gotta
fruit.
have the coffee, the
then-
juice, the
yeah,
milk.
Yes, the water. Then you have 11 Z's. Okay. Third
There's
breakfast.
Always an English muffin with something slathered on it.
Yeah, jelly of some sort. Or butter, or both.
y'all are either getting up really early or have all the time in the world in the morning for that.
They don't have kids. Going out to breakfast for them is like, let's have this cup of coffee. Are you guys ready to order? Oh, give us a few minutes. We haven't even looked at the menu. Oh, yes, we're now ready to order. Where it's me, like, the way server comes over. Hey, yes, I would like a coffee and a water, and I'd like this. This is what my kids are eating. This is what everybody. All right, go put it in. We gotta go.
You're really
sounds
selling
like
this
a you
whole
problem.
parent
All right,
thing.
so but Rayu, you didn't say what your ideal breakfast is.
Wait, did Fetta say his? Because we kind of sidetracked off the courses there. He was talking about the milk and juice.
No, he didn't.
Oh, God. So, as my starter, it's got to be hash browns
Good call. Good answer.
and then an omelet with American cheese and corned beef hash.
Great call. See, that was going to be up there for me too as a corned beef hash. Honestly, I love an eggs Benedict too, or
Yeah.
eggs Benedict with corned beef hash instead of ham.
The Irish Benny.
Yeah, that's a great one. Also,
All right. So we're going to take a trip down south for my answer.
go get some grits.
Shrimp and grits.
Oh, no. Well, I mean, shrimp.
Okay.
Don't hate on the shrimp and grits. Now, that is a fantastic
No,
breakfast.
it's delicious.
That's fucking
First off,
gross.
No hate whatsoever.
Takes me
Just getting regional on
right
you.
back to the cook. No, but by far best breakfast for me is going to be biscuits and gravy with
So good.
with some scrambled eggs and coffee. Nothing but,
Nice.
but it's not your mashed potato gravy. I want to make that very clear. It's called white sausage gravy, fresh
It's the
biscuits.
best ever.
Yes, I
Yeah.
know what
And
it is.
it's
Yeah,
not
it's the best ever.
It's not the English biscuits where they're thin. No, these are the thick, fluffy biscuits and the big old slapping of gravy with eggs, bacon, and coffee.
That sounds great.
All right. So my go-to breakfast is two things, but it's the same thing, just a variation.
Okay.
So I do 3 eggs over easy on top of hash, home fries, surprise me on the toast. Okay.
Okay.
All right. because I love all toast. I am not racist against toast. I love it all. My other version is sausage patties with 3 eggs over easy on top of it, same way. Like, that is my go-to breakfast. Like, it's amazing. I love home fries. Love it. But if I'm going to put a syrup soaker in there, 100% it's a waffle drenched in soft butter, so you fill all the crevices with butter and they melt and they make like little pools of butter. And then you pour the Massachusetts fresh maple syrup on top. It's got to be the dark grade B.
Vermont's
so it's a little
fine too.
Bro, Vermont doesn't compare. But anyway.
I've never even seen Massachusetts maple syrup.
Thank you so much.
I've never even...
my friends make it.
I've never even...
My friends make it.
You're talking artisanal maple syrup.
Yeah, I buy the gallon jug. My kids like drink maple syrup. Anyway.
Yes, all children do. But you can't just say like, well, Massachusetts is the best maple syrup.
It's actually, believe it or not, I've had it all. The best maple syrup is New Hampshire, but I'm just saying, New Hampshire.
Well, I was going to make that point, but that wasn't going to be a super firm story. But that's like saying like, oh, dude, the Arkansas lobster is so much better than Maine or Massachusetts. Like, what are you talking about? Arkansas lobster, clearly.
Dude, they don't have an ocean in Arkansas.
Yeah, and Massachusetts doesn't make maple syrup. So
yes,
what
they
the
do.
hell are you talking about?
Of course they do.
No, your buddy makes maple syrup.
And they sell it in the grocery store. You can walk into the Big Y and buy his maple syrup.
Are we forgetting about Canadian maple syrup? Like, honestly, the maple leaf?
All right. Can you just get this communist shenanigans out of here?
All right, so
I'm just kidding.
So quick sidebar here.
Canada's a lovely place.
All right, so quick sidebar here. So as you guys know, I say it all the time. So I'm 50% French Canadian, and I'm a little Greek, a little Italian. But I tell everybody I'm 100% Greek all the time. That's just what I'm proud of. So there's been a campaign in my house just to tell me that I'm no longer Greek. I'm full Canadian. And this has become a thing. And Carrie keeps threatening me and buying me a national Canadian hockey jersey with Wayne Gretzky's name on the back. Oh, and I'm like, don't you ever fucking buy that for me. And she's like, it's fucking happening. But anyways, back to breakfast food. There is nothing like a waffle that's drenched in maple syrup. Like, waffles are amazing. And believe it or not, for the first time ever, I think it was a few months ago, I had chicken and waffles, where like the chicken was on top of the waffle and you put...
You hadn't had chicken and waffles before?
No. And you pour the maple syrup on top of it and cut it all together. It was actually amazing.
How have I had that before you? And I'm not going to explain why that's extra blasphemous.
You got to put the hot sauce on it, too, though.
I'm not putting hot sauce on a fucking waffle.
Yes, you do.
What is wrong with
hot sauce right on that chicken, and then you put the maple syrup on it, cut it in half. You make a little sandwich out of it. Woo!
Exactly. Rayu's preaching, and I completely
listen.
agree.
I'm about to scoop out some fucking crunchy peanut butter and smother it all over your ass.
What are you guys talking about in here?
Find out next episode of Working Class Nerds.